Greetings everyone, my name is Eterville, and welcome to the finale of my Let's Play of Mariovania. During the last part, I defeated the 13th and final Chaos Core at the Distorted Abyss, and afterwards I collected the remaining items across the world. And because of that, I have the ultimate gear, specifically the ultimate spells like the Astral Sword and Chaos Flower, as well as the most powerful ring, the Chaos Ring, as well as the Wizard Necklace and the more powerful Sorcerer Necklace. Now, I did upgrade my game in between this and the previous part because I noticed there was a minor glitch. Here's the upgraded Astral Sword, by the way. It's the only light-based spell you'll get in the game, from what I recall. As well as the Chaos Flower, which gives you basically fires just like the Fire Flower, Shadow Flower, Poison Flower, but it has a random element, a +1 random element per level, and we can charge it when it's at max level, which I did off screen. And this has the most number of levels overall. Here's charge, and here's individually firing random pellets, and here's charge where we fire every single element together. However, the Astral Sword and especially the Goombavenger are the most powerful. Here we have a large radius, and for the Goombavenger at max level, we can fire 2 of them at once. However, the amount of time it takes for the mana to regen, it has been fixed. In the previous part when I showed it when I got the Chaos Ring, you could fire it infinitely in a very rapid rate. But here, it's been fixed. That is, until I got the Wizard Necklace, where it regenerates much faster, and now it only takes less than 2 or 3 seconds. And combined with the Sorcerer Necklace, or just the Sorcerer Necklace, I can now infinitely use Goombavengers. When I just had the Chaos Ring and the Goombavenger, I still had to wait 2 seconds before I could actually fire off another Goombavenger, but combined with the Sorcerer Necklace, it's much more powerful. It's basically overpowered in the most powerful combination in the entire game, even more powerful than the Chaos Flower. Before, the Chaos Ring was more powerful but was nerfed, but the Sorcerer Necklace and the Wizard Necklace were fixed so they work properly. And so now the most powerful magic combination is the Chaos Ring and Chaos Necklace. I also got all of the enemy drops. I'm still missing a few enemies, but it's probably in some of the locations that I missed before. And it was kind of well, I don't know if I agree with this, but you need to kill 5,000 enemies in order to get the Chaos Flower. Then again, if you did level grind off of several of your abilities, you would be fine. But it was interesting that the chain of elements you needed to do in order to collect the ultimate spells were, you need to get the Ironware from a random drop from a Titan, so you need to use a luck enhancing item, as well as the clock so it wouldn't walk off screen because of how high its defense was. And then in addition to that, you would need to use that in order to destroy the spikes at the bottom shaft of the distorted clock tower, get the skeleton key, and get the Astral Sword. I'll be using this combination of equipment. I'll be using the Life Suit Goombavenger. Well, I'll be switching between the Enchanted Mirror and the Magic Shield, Cap of Wisdom, the Triforce set, Chaos Ring, and the Sorcerer Necklace. Originally I was going to use the Star Talisman, but using the Sorcerer Necklace is going to be really broken and overpowered for the first one, and I want to get through the first phase as quickly as possible. I will switch to the Star Talisman in the second half because I don't want to end it off too fast. Before we go in, here's my final equipment setup, and here's my final stats at level 68. It's quite amazing how far Mario has gotten from a level 1 with stats 1 or 2 across all fields, and only getting a minor shell, very weak shell, and very weak fireball, but now going to be so powerful he can basically take on almost every boss and destroy it. Alright, without further ado, let's go after Bowser. We know this entire spiel already, so let's do this. Alright, time to fight Bowser. And now as a demonstration, yeah, his fireballs only deal 1 point of damage now. The only thing that really hurts me is walking into Bowser. As demonstrated, so let me end this quickly. And there we have it. I leveled up twice, so I'll probably end the game at least level 70. But yeah, Mario can now spawn an army of Goombas whenever. This is truly overpowered considering how the Goombavenger was an optional boss fight. Now we have a different conversation because we destroyed all the 13 Chaos Cores, so now we're going to unleash Bowser's full power. Well, otherwise Dracula will be resurrected. Bowser has Mega Evolved into Mega Bowser. Nice Pokemon reference, but Bowser is referring to himself in third person. Okay then, so Bowser acknowledged that. I'm going to use the Astral Sword, of course, because I really don't want to end this fight that early. Magic Shield time. Okay, when he punches the ground like that, he'll be... oh boy. When he punches the ground like that, he'll create all those lava flows. And when he does that... okay, when his eyes shine red like that, he'll be creating that Fireball in 8 pattern. Oops. And when both fists punch the ground, he'll deal that amount of damage. Okay, when his eyes grow blue, he'll fire that laser. Whoa, that was pretty fast. It seems like he was a bit buff. I did do a test recording just in case to see if it would work, but he dealt much less damage in that run, that's for sure. Alright, let's try this again. This time, I'm going to probably be using the Enchanted Mirror, so I can survive a lot longer. Alright, let's try this again. But the first phase is now basically a joke, unless he telefrags you. Because I can spawn my army of Goombas everywhere. Only 3 phases and he's down. Mario's basically overpowered against most enemies at this point, so it'll be very fun tearing down the boss rush with my newfound powers. Alright, let's try the Enchanted Mirror this time. Oh, and I forgot, Astral Sword. I don't want to end this too fast, after all. Okay, when he has that yellow glow... oh, what happened? Oh. Whoops. Okay, let's use the Holy Mushroom then. And I probably should be using the Star Talisman too. Okay, when he glows that yellow fist like that, he'll fire all those curse orbs. Okay, and when he jumps, make sure to get up. That's it. The curse orbs are the most things I'm worried about, actually. And down he goes. Even though he's buffed, his life wasn't really buffed as much. Well, that was relatively easier than I expected, but... oh, hello Dracula. But as I was saying, I was expecting it to be harder, but then again I may have level grinded Mario too high. He's at level 70 at least now, whereas I think you were supposed to fight the final boss at level 60 or maybe level 55. Well, we have to defeat Dracula now, or the world will be finished. Oh, and we have Dracula with his Symphony of the Night sprite or portrait. Unfortunately, he is teleported right in front of the sunlight. Well, that was pretty easy. I was totally expecting to be a third phase against Dracula. But apparently not. And with the 13 Chaos Cores destroyed, Bowser defeated, and Dracula killed again, the whole castle will be crumbling. And there's Bowser's clown car. I kinda find it unfortunate that we never really faced his clown car. I was hoping for a harder boss fight, but then again I'm too overpowered, but it was fine enough. And then again, if I used the Goombavenger I would completely destroy it anyway. And we saw most of his attacks. As I was saying, I would really like more of a third phase. Well, Bowser's original form was pretty fine. It's more like Mario has over-practiced too much. Well, it isn't over. Oh, hello Peach and Luigi. I didn't actually expect Luigi to be alive at this point. I was losing hope, but apparently he did survive. Apparently we beat the curse out of him and he respawns somewhere. I wonder where Peach was held. Where was the prison that Bowser held her in? Well, that's one way of being eaten by a curse. Oh yeah, Luigi saved the princess this time. Well, that's one way, Mario. I would like to leave you too after spending over 13 hours in this place. Oh, and nice for Luigi to state that all the Toads and others have left. I wonder what about Bowser's enemies. Well, then again, nobody really cares about most of them, so they'll probably all die. Oh, and time for the epic explosion. Well, that was a rather dramatic castle explosion. Although it doesn't just leave a huge crater or chasm right in front of Mario's house. Well, someone's going to have to fill that in. Maybe. Well, it could be a sequel hook. There may be some remains of chaos cores down there, or some remnant darkness energy. But alas, the Castlevania has been destroyed. Mario has succeeded in destroying Castlevania, banishing it from Mushroom Kingdom forever. Bowser has never more been so powerful, and stopping his actions became boring. So, from time to time, Mario was giving rescuing missions to Luigi. So 2 brothers shared the princess, and everyone lived happily ever after. Except Bowser. And to be fair, Mario is relatively broken now, so might as well give some of the credit to Luigi. Oh well, it only took 12 hours, well, more so due to failed attempts and test runs, and I completed 99.6% of the map. I presume the less than a dozen rooms that I missed contained the missing enemies. And we unlocked the Sound Test, Boss Rush, and Chaos Boss Course Rush. Well, those were unlocked in the previous parts due to a glitch, but thanks to upgrading the version that got fixed. And if we go back to our save file, we see that we have completely cleared it with a red marker. And with that out of the way, well, I only took about 13 minutes, so let's do the boss rush. We have the normal course, chaos course, high scores, and unlockables. So I'm going to have to finish the first course in under 8 minutes. Regardless of my troubles, I'll get the cool and make a mushroom. And the chaos course under 6 minutes. Okay. High scores. Actually, I think that if I beat the normal if I got the bad ending, I would unlock the normal course and I could get one of the pieces of gear. But because I upgraded the version after I completed the game on normal, I unlocked both simultaneously. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to use the Astral Sword for now. Oh, it's still okay. We're going to be fighting all bosses. And of course it crashes again. Alright, let's try this again using the Goombavenger. And see if it works better. Goodbye, Boom Boom Boom. Goodbye, Orbangi. Seems to be working very well. Yep, working really well, in fact. I just need to complete this in 6 seconds and I'll be fine. Oh, I remember this boss. I'm going to be using the Bolt of Lakitu for its weakness. Just so I can have my revenge. There we have it. It's weak against lightning, so might as well use that. And now back to... let's use the Astral Sword for a little bit of time. I don't want to kill the bosses too fast. Oh, of course, it seems like using the Astral Sword breaks some of the bosses and crashes the game, so... I guess I'll be relying on the Goombavenger from this point on. Alright, from here on out, I'm just going to be using this as a demonstration to show how powerful the Goombavenger is at max power, because it one-shots almost all of the early bosses. As you can see right here, I just killed 3 of the bosses in just a few attempts. And I just killed this Twomp Destroyer in just 3 hits. Yeah, this is going to be a demonstration how powerful Mario is at level 70, with the Goombavenger and all that good stuff. Oh, let's see how well the Goombavenger is going to be against the Goombafloon. Okay, that was pretty fast. But now we have the second phase against the Spawn. I need to just get close enough to it, that's the only problem, because it's a flying type enemy. There we go. I also realized that it actually maintains the star count at the end of the Bowser boss fight. Oh, hello, ghosts. Goodbye, ghosts. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Come on, get close enough. There we go. Yeah, I'm just tearing through all the bosses with the upgraded Goombavenger and all the other stats. Well, this was the toughest boss out of the bunch, but sure, it'll fall too. Oh. I'm just going to be using this as a precautionary measure. Well, okay, just one-shot death there, and easily just make minced meat out of him. The only really dangerous part was the beginning. Oh. Oh, we can still actually pull up the map for some reason. Down goes Luigi. Oh, hello Kamek. Goodbye, Kamek. Oh, Bowser. Okay. Okay, now we have the final boss fight once again. Let's see how well I can do it against with just the Goombavenger. Oh no. Okay, holy mushroom time. Wow, I just teared through most of these bosses in under 3 minutes. 2 minutes and 25 seconds to be fair. Okay, I got a Starman. I'll have to check out what that does in the Chaos run. Oh, okay, ultimate power of the stars. Okay, so it's basically invulnerability time. I'll be right back. Alright, let's legitimately do this boss rush. Switch to the Goombavenger as usual, get the Sorcerer necklace, and use a star refresh. In retrospect, I bought way too many star refreshes because I thought the final boss fight would be a lot harder. Okay, let's fight the Chaos Cores, and two-shot off them. But we have 12 more to go, and the last 3 were pretty difficult to be in retrospect, to be fair. Here we go. As you can see, they still deal a lot of contact damage, so I need to be on my guard because of that. Only 4 shots with that, but slowly increasing. I wonder what awesome gear we're going to get for defeating these. Yeah, I'm defeating them so quickly they can't even get off their attacks. Well, this was also a nice training mode to show how broken Mario is, as I keep saying. Well, I got one attack off at least. Ah, my controls are glitching out, hold on. Okay then. Okay, got my controls working again, but that was pretty easy too. Okay, finally something that has somewhat of a challenge, but I deal with it pretty easily. This is the one that fires multiple spells, and it falls. Just like the rest. I don't know what else I can say other than everything's dying easily. Even the guard abilities, if it had more, it would survive better. The Chaos Shield. Okay, that's the one. Oh, this is the one that splits. I need to be a bit careful about that. But it falls pretty easily, though it still deals a truckload of damage. So I'm just gonna use one of my... Sure, let's just use everything. Oh, this is the toughest one. The one that was most annoying, but... Well, that was certainly much easier. Much less horrifying, too. I'm just gonna stand right here and just deal with you this way. And now the 13th and final Chaos Core. Let's see how much of a challenge it poses to me. The one that laughs a lot. Okay, there goes the 13th Chaos Core down. 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Let's see what we get for our troubles. The Shadow Suit. Alright, let's see what the unlockables are. Oh, we apparently have separate unlockables for completing the courses under different times. Well, I got the best items, so I don't think I'll need to go for the other ones just yet. After all, I pretty much broke it, but considering how strong I am. I mean, the only way I could do this faster is through repeated attempts, or probably level grinding even further, or maybe just using the mage suit. So let's see what we got. I already showed off the Starman. It's basically a stronger version of the Enchanted Mirror, but instead of vulnerability, it also hurts all the enemies. Let's see what the Shadow Suit does. Triples your power while inside of a distortion. Okay, so it's pretty much going to be even more... It's basically designed for replays, or if you want to go to the distortion dimensions. Pretty much extremely broken. But to be fitting, well, almost everything else we have is broken, so that was probably the Infinity Plus 1 gear, although in retrospect, right now, the Infinity Plus 1 gear, for suits at least, seems to be relatively balanced between the magic armor, Ironware, the Wario suit, Thor's cloak, and the life suit. And maybe the Boo Garb if you somehow figure out how to use that, as well as the Shadow suit, but that seems to only be useful in distortions. And I don't think you can get that unless you complete the game fully. Well, I wish there was like a, what was it, New Game Plus option. But I guess I completed the main game of Mariovania, the bad ending, the good ending, and both of the boss rushes. I was totally expecting the boss rush to take a lot longer with buffed bosses and chaos mode, but apparently Mario's too strong for that and I level grinded too much. Well then, in the next part, I'll be showing off all of the items and spells I've acquired across this LP. And after that, I'll be giving my final thoughts on my Mariovania experience as a whole. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!